Ladies and gentlemen, it's the Drive Home Show. We're back on the road, back on the air. It's 3:40 on the car clock. You're saying, what? 3:40? What the heck? Yep, we left a little bit early today. We got a special task, an assignment that we got to do in order for, for Christina and Andrew to get their house. Got to print some documents. Well, I printed the documents already, and we got to sign them. We got to have them notarized. And we got to, like overnight them, FedEx them, something, get them back to them. So that's why I'm holding the phone up to me like I'm videoing myself or something. I don't know why I'm even doing that, but trying to get home quickly. So it's going to be, hopefully, if we're successful, it's going to be a short drive home show today. It is 44 degrees on the car clock. I'm yawning. Could do our regular segments. I'm going to briefly explain to you what happened last night in the housing process. I think I was frustrated yesterday. If you listened to yesterday's show, I was frustrated and flabbergasted and slag-hoopled, grizzle-snaggered about them wanting me to call the IRS and order tax transcripts, and then there was no... it was a touch-tone, press-tone, touch-tone automated menu, and they wanted me to send some record of account and whatever. There was no option for it on the touch-tone, press-tone automated dialing. I'm merging, I'm changing lanes, I'm talking at the same time, and so anyway, I just got really frustrated with the whole thing and was like ready to just throw up my hands and say, just forget it. So then anyway, then the lady texted me back and said, oh yeah, you're right. There is no, hang on. So then an hour later, she texted me again, like, this is the number you call, and this is the process. And then it's like, when the first menu, then press 2 for this, then don't ask you to enter your social security number. Don't enter anything. Then it'll take you to this menu. Then you do this and do that, do that. And then after you do all those things, it'll put you on hold. So that's what I did. I got on hold. I was on hold about 45 minutes. This guy finally came on. I was just eating dinner, had my headphones on, like so. Just whenever you guys get ready. So then he came on, and I was like telling him what I need, and he had to verify who I was and all this stuff. And I passed the verification exam. And then he's like, okay, yeah, we'll get this out to you. Like, it'll be 5 to 10 days. We'll mail it out to you. I'm like, no, I can't do that. They want to close on the house like Friday. Is there any way you could fax it to me? And he's like, well, yeah, we could fax, but our system went down like 5 minutes ago, and it's not working, and the fax is not working. So you got 3 options. Number one option is we could get put in for an approval or something. I don't even know what he said, but that takes 30 days. I'm like, no, that's not going to work. And then he's like, the other one we can mail it out, but that's not going to get there in time. Third thing we can do is fax it, but the fax is not working. So you're not going to like this option, but I need you to hang up and call back and go through the hold again, and waiting. And then when you finally get a person again, they'll be able to fax it. But I'm going to note on this account what happened so that, they'll be able to pull it up and they'll be able to see. So it's going to take me about 5 minutes to note this. Can you hold on for a second? Yeah, I guess so. So then he puts me on hold. He comes back and he's like, well, I found an alternative way to fax, so I can fax it and you don't have to call and blah, blah, blah. All right, could you do that, please? We're gonna do that Thursday. Could you do it now? We're gonna flip it. We're gonna flip the switch on Thursday.
Ask him, how does that work? Do we have to wait in our home for a few days for the phone people to come out? No, we do it differently now. We can just flip the switch from right here. Oh, great. Can you go ahead and flip it? We're going to flip it next Thursday. Can you flip it right now? We're going to flip it Thursday, late, or Friday, or sometime in November.
So he faxed it, they got it. I'm like, okay, good. We're done now, right? We're done. Nope. I got some more documents you need to sign. Oh, you sent it to your work email address. Oh, okay, well then I'll just get it when I get to work and I'll sign it tomorrow morning. Well, they kind of need it right now. Oh, okay, so I'll go get my computer. I'll get my computer and I'll log on to my work just to get the email, because it went to my work email address, and then I'll sign that document. So I do that, click on the document, and it's like, oh, you can't sign it. So-and-so is modifying this document. So you're not able to sign it because they're modifying it right now. So yeah, I can't sign it. Well, here, wait, hold on. Oh, you tried again. Nope, I still can't sign it. Okay, wait, you got to go out of it and then go back in. I went out of it, went back in. Nope, still can't sign. Well, hang on, they're going to send you another email. Click on the link. So they send me another email. I click on the link. Nope, still can't sign it. So-and-so is still modifying it. I can't sign it. And then finally, I get an email from so-and-so sharing the document. So I click on it. Oh, guess what? I can sign it. Yeah, so okay, now we're done, right? Yep, now we're done. No. Today I need of you to, I got some things I'm going to email you. It's a power of attorney stuff. I need you to print it out. You got to get it notarized. You got to sign it. You got to FedEx it or whatever. So this will be the last thing. Haha, yeah, right. There's not going to be, I'm not going to believe you until they've actually closed on the house. Then I will believe you. So, a couple of things I wanted to cover today. I was watching the Game 4 of the World Series. A couple of points I noted. All right, yesterday did we say it was 1-1 when we left off yesterday? And it was about the second and third inning. It was 1-1. That went on for quite a while. Twins had runners on first and third with one out, and Greg Gagne up. This was around the fifth inning or so, and they tried the good old suicide squeeze play, and Gagne couldn't get wood on the ball, couldn't hit it, couldn't tick it, couldn't foul it, couldn't do any of that. Totally missed it. And Shane Mack, who was on third, was a sitting duck. He's out. The runner on first, it's Brian Harper, or no, it's Pagliarulo. He got to second on the play, but then Gagne struck out, and that's the third out. Also of note, remember Shane Mack? Oh yeah, he was a great player with the Twins. I like that Shane Mack guy. I like him. He's a good player. He hit like 360 in the second half of the 91 season. Pretty much carried the team. But he's a forgotten guy. You don't think of him when you think of World Championship Twins. You think of your Kirby Puckett's, you think of your Ken Herbicks, you think of your Gary Gaetti's, you think of your Tom Bernasky. Even though Tom Bernasky and Gary Gaetti were only on the 87 World Championship team, but you still think of them. You think of Gagne, think of Chuck, you think of Frankie Viola, you think of Jack Morris. Now we're skipping back and forth, the 87 and 91 team. But you don't really think of Shane Mack too much. It's like, oh yeah, Shane Mack. The reason why you don't think of him that much is because he was horrible. He was absolutely horrible in the World Series. We're in Game 4, and he has not got a hit yet. He's like 0 for 13, 0 for 14 or something like that. He's just, I don't know, a liability or whatever. He did make a couple nice catches in the outfield. But I would say the stars of the 91 so far in the games 1 through 4, the players that are standing out, we're not going to count pitchers in this case, but is Mike Pagliarulo, Chuck Knobloch, Scotty Elias, just because he hit the home run in Game 2 to win it. Those kind of guys. Kirby hit a home run. Chili Davis had a couple home runs, but Chili's not playing in Atlanta. Herbeck was kind of a big disappointment. I pointed out in Game 3, he twice struck out looking with go-ahead runs in scoring position with one out. All you got to do is put the ball in play, and all of a sudden, who is this Jesus? And he strikes out twice, and then they just walk Kirby Puckett because the pitcher is in the 5 spot. Twice in a row, they fail to score and they lose the game. I venture to say he just gets a sacrifice fly on either one of those and the Twins win. Well, the second one, actually, the second one, the 12th inning one, then if they do it in the 10th or whatever inning it was when the first time he struck out and he didn't score the run, they would have won. But the 12th inning, he did it in the 12th inning, and then the Braves scored. So the Braves would have just tied it. And then who knows? We'd probably still be playing right now in that case. What else was I gonna say? There's we're gonna talk about the Lumosity. We're gonna talk about the Lumosity. There was a game. Okay, there's a long strip of water on the freeway, just in one lane, and just on the left tire mark. It's like all these cars are kicking up water. Where is this water? It's sitting on the freeway. It's sitting on the road. Where is it coming from? Who put it there? Who put it there? All right. Now we're on the place where 694 branched off from 35E. And we're going to be entering into the former construction zone. It's 354 on the car clock. Making some good progress. The Lumosity game I played today that I wanted to talk about. There's it's called, I don't even know what it's called. I don't remember the names of these very good. Just pretty bad. Because you should sharpen your brain to play these. That's the intention of these Lumosity games. Their intention is to sharpen your brain, and if my brain is being sharpened and I can't remember the titles of any of these games, then that's defeating the purpose. It's not doing what it's supposed to be doing. There is a game called Familiar Faces in which it actually helps you remember names, where you got to memorize people's names and their orders and stuff. And apparently I haven't been playing that one enough because I can't remember the names of these. There's one called Masterpiece I talked to you about yesterday, fitting the pieces together. I did play that one today. Had a really good round. I played this game and I was like, okay, don't remember this one. We're going to talk about this one, and I can't remember it. I can't remember it. There was one about it's like a electricity type thing. The concept of the game is like the power went out in this building and you got to like restore the power, and you got to put these fuses together in the correct sequence, and then it will generate power, and so forth and such. But it's really you're so cool, you idiot. Why is it always Wisconsin plates, the moron drivers? Yeah, what an idiot. They're driving an old Malibu Max like I used to have, but they're driving a white one. What a freaking idiot. Those kind of jerks just really tick me off. Okay, we're going to hit the slowdown. You know what I'm going to do? Well, let's see. Okay, yeah, I'm going. There's a slowdown on the where it goes from two lanes to one lane, and that moron jerk with Wisconsin plates is winning that way, and he's slowing down. So I just have to take this little bypass here. I exited like I'm going Highway 10, and I'm going to come back on to 694, and I'm going to be ahead of that jerk that had to pass me and other cars dangerously. Now I'm ahead of them. Whoa, another idiot cut me off here. Yeah, the fuse game, the electricity type game, where you restore the power. basically that's just fill in the missing number sequence game, and it was fun at first because the sequence was something like 1, 2, 3, 4. What comes next? What comes next? And then 5, 6, and 7, and yeah, you're right. And then it was like, oh, we're gonna get a little bit harder now. 2, 4, 6, 8. What comes next? Oh, we're gonna get a little bit harder now. 3 blank, 9, 12 blank. It's like pretty easy. And then it gets to the point where it's ridiculous. Like, okay, -1, 27, 13, and then now your choices are 64, 112, -11, and 36 over 412. Which one comes next? It's like, who cares? And then, so the game was fun at first, but now it's come to the point where it's either too easy or too hard. Like, I'm not gonna sit there and try to figure it out. I mean, it's supposed to be kind of quick, and like, well, I don't play a game if it takes too long. Like, there's the memory game about what are these seafood ocean things, and which one have you not picked yet? The shells or the circular saw blade or the beach ball or the water bottle, like that. That's okay game, but it takes too long. I just don't have time to sit there, and it takes like 7 to 8 minutes for one round, and there's 3 rounds. It's just too long. I don't play it. But I think there was a game today that I played, and I was like, oh, this is a nice game. We could discuss it. And I can't remember what it was. So it was not the Choo Choo Train. It was not the Coffee Maker game. I did play the Disillusion one, and I found out like the shapes were not like, I was pretty accurate yesterday with it's blue, red, and yellow pieces. But the shapes was a circle, a plus, and then like 4 diamonds, 4 squares in the shape of a diamond, not a triangle or something like that. Anyway, I can't think of the game, the one that I was trying to think of. Was it the pinball one? I did play the pinball one. We're not going to describe that one today. We're getting close to the end here. It's 4:02 on the car clock. Today's lunch was 2 hot dogs brought from home. And I ran out of Cheetos, so I went with the nacho cheese Doritos, and I had two Christmas cookies. They're like Christmas tree shaped with green sugar sprinkles bought from Cub Foods. I only had 2 because you could get fat eating too many of those things. I feel like I'm fatter. I wanted to run today, but I don't think I will be able to do that. I was 191 pounds yesterday when I weighed in at the gym. I was 186 last Saturday when I weighed in at the gym. So, I mean, I didn't gain any weight over Thanksgiving, but then I gained 5 pounds afterwards. Or is it a fluke where I just kind of registered high? I don't know. So we'll have to see when I go in tomorrow to weigh myself. We'll have to see. I'm monitoring my weight closely because I do not want to gain. Like 4 years ago, I was even lighter than I am now. And I obviously gained it. 3 years ago, or when I got the job at 3M, I did the Candida diet, and I got to about like 186, which is about what I am now. There's a car that's just exactly like mine, a Honda Accord Sport with the 2 doors, silver in color, just like mine. Theirs is awfully dirty. I'm getting right behind him. So 2 silver Honda Accord 4 doors in a row, but one is awfully dirty and one is nice and shiny. Well, mine isn't necessarily shiny, but it's cleaner than that one. Our license plates are pretty similar too. There's a 396WEY, and I think mine is some numbers in WEK. That's weird. That's just kind of crazy. What is the coincidence? What are the coincidences of that? All right, you might have heard that we exited the freeway. We're on University now, going home. Gonna catch that golden fish. Oh yeah, I should also mention, like, in addition to the stuff I had to go through last night to get these documents and stuff, Tori, the dog, Torrance, the dog, starts whining and scratching at the door. Like, I didn't know what time it was at the time, but it was like 1 in the morning. I'm like, he never scratches and whines at the door at 1 in the morning. And he comes trying to tell me he's got to go. And I'm like, I'm tired, dude. Let me sleep. I actually personally thought that he would go lay down and sleep. But he, after, I don't know how much time, 10 minutes of whining, trying to let me know what was up, I hear this. And then the silver Honda Accord with the two-door is turning into left turn lane. I think I hit a parallel universe and found myself, my other self in a parallel universe. So anyway, I hear the and I look up and I see this silhouette at the window of Tori with one leg up on top of the couch, on the back of the couch. He's lifting his leg and just peeing. I'm like, what the heck are you? Just, he's peeing all over the top of the couch. It's running down the back, all the way down to the carpeting, all the way down to the floor. He's got it on the windowsill. I'm like, what the heck are you doing? So I had to get up and clean that mess up. All right. On that note, we'll end our show. It's 4:08. Thanks for listening. It's 46 degrees now. Thank you for listening to the Drive Home Show. Everything I do, the Drive Home Show. Everything I do, the Drive Home Show.